Hello everyone, myself Dr. Sonam Gupta, working as a professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering in Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. So today we are going to discuss digital transformation trends, which is a complex topic in digital media and social marketing. So let's see first of all what is digital transformation. So digital transformation, which is DX, it currently emanating across business spheres, which ensures that the charge is the only constant. The digital disruption spurred on by the emergence of new and novel technology, which promises to reinvigonate the business critical processes and it accelerate the digital capabilities of the organizations across the industries. Digital framework, which we say digital transformation, it is a structured approach that the organizations uses to guide and manage the digital change across the processes, people and the technology. So basically, if we talk about digital transformation, that comes under the transformation which is digital in nature and it is affecting the digital marketing in a larger context. Here we will be going to discuss that how the transformation happened, what was the advantage of the transformation which happened, how it affected the life of the people who are using digital media for marketing purposes and who are using these things for other thing for purchase, e-commerce sites, how the businesses are being used, how the businesses are being expanded, how the critical processes are handled in it. So, a digital transformation framework, it is meticulously designed structure that guides the organizations through their digital transformation journey. Basically, it acts as a roadmap that systematically leveraging digital technologies to fundamentally altering existence and creating new business processes, culture and the customer experiences. For those who are in a need, a reminder, digital transformation, it is the process of integrating digital technologies into all areas of the businesses. This fundamental shift, it changes how the organizations approach and they deliver the value to their customers. Digital transformation, it also involves a cultural change which requires the organizations to continually change the status quo, experiment and thereby comfortability with the failure as well. So suppose if a business is being opened and it got failed, then how the digital transformation can be used to keep that business in market? How the people are being using that particular business? What is the ROI? How that particular business is being expanding by the help of the digital transformation? How digital technologies can be used to expand that particular business? That also comes under into digital transformation. But the major hitch is that we need more and more people, more and more number of people to be using the digital technologies which are available like the digital social media, influencer marketing, e-commerce sites, etc. So they are to be used by many number of people. If people are not using those sites, then there is no means of this digital transformation. Next is the importance of digital transformation framework. So, what is a digital transformation framework and how it is going to help? Digital transformation framework helps organizations avoid such pitfalls. It ensures that every step it is strategic, purposeful and adds value to their businesses. It clarifies what needs to change, why it needs to be changed and how to implement it effectively. Moreover, it also helps to manage the inherent risk and the challenges of digital transformation. By setting the clear objectives, defining key performance indicators, which is your KPIs, and establishing a process for regular monitoring and evaluation, the framework ensures that the transformation journey it is controlled and measurable. We can say in a conclusion that the importance of digital transformation framework its role as a catalyst for organized, strategic and successful digital evolution. So, this is the importance of the digital transformation which we are talking about. The important thing is that we need what it needs to change, how to implement it effectively. This is the major question that needs to be answered for this digital transformation. And this is for what digital transformation is also being used, because by the help of these key performance indicators, we can easily evaluate and monitor how these things are being changed, what are the things that for which it is going to be kept on, for what the clients have been using it again and again. So, that needs to be identified. This is the diagram which shows the benefits of a digital transformation framework. So, for that we are having 6 things. The first one, it is strategic alignment. Second one, it is the risk management and how the risk is going to be evaluated and how the risk is going to be managed. What sort of risk can be there in this digital transformation? This can be in the terms of cyber crimes as well, because all the money that will be transferred, that will be through online mode. So, how to keep it more secure, how there cannot be any man in middle attack or any type of attack, so that my money is being secure, because what is happening is that all the data is being kept centrally. So, anyone can attack it, and we are listening all these attacks more common these days. Third one, it is enhanced customer experience. Now, suppose a customer is using my e-commerce website. So, how I can enhance that particular experience of the customer? What can I do that the customer keeps on coming to my website only or to my e-commerce website only for his all the transactions, for all his or her shopping? What can we do? We can give them better customer feedbacks, like we are having customer feedbacks. So, if the customer is not satisfied with the product, we can give them with some bonuses in the form of the vouchers we can give. Another thing we can have is that we can have a return on policy. So, by these help of policies, we can have a enhanced customer experience. Next one, it is operational efficiency. It should not be that the site, for example, if I'm having an e-commerce website, then it is being opened only for, let's say, for 4 hours. Rest of the hours it is always being down. So, customer should have the availability of that particular website 24/7. As and when required, then customer can come to my website and can register for it. Next one, it is innovation and agility. Fifth one and sixth one, it is the measurable success. The success which is there for which we are talking about, that should be having in a measurable quantity. Now, the benefits of digital transformation framework. The 6 points is which we have discussed, we will be discussing it in detail. Strategic frame alignment, it is a well-structured framework which ensures that all the digital initiatives align with the organization's strategic goal. This alignment, it prevents the waste of resources on irrelevant technologies and ensure that every investment, it contributes to the overall business objectives. Second one, was the risk management. Digital transformation involves a degree of risk, whether adopting new technologies or changing the established processes. So, a strong framework, it helps to identify potential risk early and devise strategies to mitigate them, ensuring smoother and more successful transformations. Third one, it is enhanced customer experience. So, by focusing on digital technologies that directly enhance customer interactions, a digital transformation framework, it can help to improve customer satisfaction and loyalty by focusing on digital technologies that directly strengthen the customer interactions. Operational efficiency. Digital transformation often involves streamlining the processes and eliminating the inefficiencies. A well-planned framework, it aids in identifying areas where the digital tools can automate tasks, reduce errors and increase the productivity. Innovation and agility. A solid framework fosters a culture of innovation and agility. It encourages organizations to experiment with the new technologies, stay ahead of the industry trends, and then it quickly adapt to the market and the customer behavior changes. Last one, it was a measurable success. So a key aspect of digital transformation framework, it is the ability to track and measure the success by defining clear KPIs, which is the key performance indicators and the metrics. So business can access the effectiveness of their digital initiatives and make the data driven decisions by the help of these key performance indicators, because key performance indicators play a major role in deciding that which type of digital transformation we are using. So the essential features of an effective digital transformation framework. So it is a robust digital transformation which should encompass all the things like, first one, we should have a strategic focus. The focus part should be which area we are focusing, whether we are focusing on books, clothes, etc. There can be many things which can be sold digitally. Next is the defined roles for the digital transformation teams, because it is not a task of a single person to have this digital transformation. We are having a complete team. We are having team of designers, the marketers, the ROI calculators, social media marketers, all those we are having, and their responsibility is to make the product reachable to more and more number of people. So each and every team, each and every member should have its own responsibilities, and that should be defined very well. Customer centric vision should be there. The vision of the digital transformation should be such that the center should be customer, because all the things which we are doing, like we are doing the marketing, we do it digitally, traditionally, anything we do it for the customers, because customers are those who in turn gives us the revenue. So that approach should be customer centric approach. Next is clearly defined technology requirements. We should have a basic understanding and the clarity that what technology is required, why that particular technology is required, and how we are going to use that technology for a marketing purpose. So that should be identified. Process improvement, like suppose I had involved process X for my digital transformation. So how I am going to improve that particular process so that more and more number of customers can come to it. Like for example, if I talk about Nokia does not involve itself. So people gave up on that particular product. Now people are using another companies. Growth opportunity should be there. Risk management we had discussed earlier, and the measurement and the analysis by the help of the key performance indicators. So, strategic focus, the framework, it should be grounded in the organization's strategic objectives, ensuring that all the digital initiative supports these goals. Defined roles, we must be having the defined roles for the digital transformation team. Defined roles and responsibilities for digital transaction or transformation teams, which is essential. So, this feature ensures accountability and facilitates effective collaboration across various functions. Clear defined technology requirements. Any digital transformation framework, it must outline the technical requirements to achieve the transformation goal. This includes identifying the right digital tools, platform and systems that align with the business objectives. Process improvement. An effective digital transformation framework, it should focus on improving the business processes through digital technologies. This might include automating the manual task, enhancing the data analytics capabilities, or streamlining the communication channels. Customer-centric vision. A successful digital transformation, it is a customer-focused. The framework, it should prioritize the initiatives and enhance the customer experiences to meet evolving customer expectations and derive the customer values. So, these are the few essential features which are required for the effective digital transformation in an effective manner. These are the few. Next one, it is the growth opportunities. We have discussed all this in this figure as well, like growth opportunities, strategic focus. So, we are discussing this in detail now. Growth opportunities, the framework, it should identify and leverage the opportunities for business growth which is brought about by the digital transformation. And this could involve exploring new markets, developing innovative products or services, or enhancing the existing offerings. Next is the risk management. Identifying potential risk and devising strategies to mitigate them, it is another crucial feature for the digital transformation framework. This helps to ensure a smooth and successful transformation journey. Measurement and analysis. So, this is the final point of the framework. The framework, it should define key performance indicators, which is KPIs, and metrics to ensure and measure the success of digital transformation initiatives. Regular analysis of these metrics, it enables continuous improvement and informed decision making. So, there are 6 pillars for this digital transformation framework. First one, it is the strategy and leadership. It includes align digital initiatives with the business goal, leadership commitment and vision for transformation, and agility in decision making and innovation. So, these all comes under strategy and leadership for this digital marketing. Next is the people and culture. Foster a digital first, change embracing culture. Upskill teams with digital literacy and tools. Encourage collaboration and the innovation. Next is the process and operations. Streamline workflows using automation and lean principles. Re-engineer business processes with the technology in mind, and implement agile and DevOps practices where it is applicable. So, these are a few pillars of the digital transformation framework. Next 3 are technology and tools that we will be using. So, cloud computing, AI, ML, artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain, Internet of Things, RPA. There should be adopt scalable and secure tech platforms, integration of legacy systems with modern solutions. Data and insights, another pillar. Build data-driven decision-making capabilities. Use analytics for real-time insights and forecasting. Ensure data governance, privacy and compliances. And the customer experiences. Deliver personalized, seamless digital experiences. Use feedback loops and analytics to improve the customer experience. Embrace omni-channel engagement. So, these are the 6 pillars for the digital transformation. There are various examples for this digital transformation like Gartner, BCG, McKinsey, EY, Accenture, etc. So, let's see this one by one. Gartner's 6 key steps to build a successful digital business. Beginning with Gartner's 6 key steps, we see that the success of digital transformation, it hinges upon fostering a shared understanding and establishing the right leadership. Gartner's framework underscores the need to craft a clear strategy and roadmap which set the measurable success metrics and ensure organizational commitment. Next is the Boston Consultancy Group, which is BCG. Now, BCG, in this approach, it's clear that becoming a bionic company, it requires integrating technology into the business facets. So, BCG emphasizing formulating a customer-centric strategy, exploiting advanced technologies, which is like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and cultivating that values agility, information, and adaptability. Next example, it is of Accenture. So, transforming to Accenture's holistic framework, we find a focus on strategy, innovation, digital customer experience, digital operations, and workforce. Accenture also emphasizes on the technology architecture, cybersecurity, and effective change management, painting a comprehensive picture of digital transformation. McKinsey. With McKinsey 4Ds of digital transformation model, the journey begins with the discovering opportunities and designing solutions. The solutions are then delivered through agile methodology, and the risks are mitigated through continuous testing and integration, forming a robust cycle of digital transformation. And then EY, we arrive at the EY, where digital transformation involves setting a clear vision and strategy, redesigning customer experiences, leveraging data analytics, and adopting new technologies. EY underscores effective change management and aligning digital capabilities with the strategic goals. So these are the few examples of few companies which are using this digital transformation framework. In all those examples, we can clearly see that all the approaches are customer centric. Now, the question arises, how to select the right digital transformation framework? So, we are having the various points over here. Define clear objectives. So, objectives must be defined very clearly. So, identify what to aim, like improve the customer feedback, new markets, align with the digital transformation goals with overall business strategy. Second one, assess current digital maturity. Evaluate existing tech infrastructure, process, skills and the culture. Identify key gaps to address in the transformation journey. Consider organizational culture. So, we should ensure that the framework aligns with our company's working style and the values. Agile, flexible framework, they suit in innovation-driven organizations. Then evaluate the framework types. Compare tech-centric, process-focused and customer-driven frameworks. Choose based on alignment with the goals, gaps and the culture. Consult experts also we can do. Seek guidance from industry peers or the digital transformation consultants. Leverage real-world insights to avoid the common pitfalls. Ensure flexibility and scalability. For that, we should choose a framework that can evolve with the changing needs and the digital maturity. And adaptability, it is the key in today's dynamic digital environment. So, we should adapt, the transformation should adapt itself, that it should be such that any target audience can use it. So, this is how we can select the right digital transformation platform. So, we can conclude that in today's fast changing world, technology and customer expectations, they are evolving rapidly. Business leaders, they must understand this to be ahead. For future ready organizations, having the right digital transformation framework is essential. And these frameworks provide structure and the direction, specifically when the change is fast and unexpected. A good digital transformation, it outlines clear steps, tools and methods to guide the transformation smoothly. It helps to avoid the confusion and ensure that nothing important is missed. Like we can say that choosing the right digital transformation framework, it is a smart and strategic move. When done well, it supports everything from adopting new technologies and improving the processes to build the right culture and the skills. So, we can say that proper digital transformation framework is the most important thing which is required. If I am having the correct digital transformation framework, then only my business can be progressed. Now, to choose a digital transformation framework, we have discussed various things like we should have the clear objectives, current digital maturity, organization culture should be satisfied, evaluation frameworks must be there. We can consult with the experts, we can ensure the flexibility and the scalability. So, keeping all these things in mind, the digital transformation can be a great value to the business. Thank you.